Welcome to part 4 of my Royal Caribbean Mediterranean cruise series. Today we're in Naples, Italy, and I'm going to show you how to make the most of your limited time at this port stop, without wasting hours in traffic. We're going to be using scenic boat rides to explore both Pompeii and the Amalfi Coast efficiently. If you want to experience ancient ruins, breathtaking coastal views, and incredible Italian food, all in a single day, this itinerary is for you. Let's dive in. 7 a.m. Arrival in Naples and getting to Pompeii. As the cruise ship docks in Naples, we need to move fast. This is one of the busiest ports in Italy, and every minute counts. While most people are still getting off the ship, we're heading straight to Pompeii. A private transfer is the best option. It's a quick 30-minute ride, and we'll be at the ruins just as they open. By getting an early start, we'll beat the cruise crowds and experience Pompeii before it becomes a sea of tour groups. 7:30 a.m. Exploring Pompeii. Walking into Pompeii feels like stepping back in time. This ancient Roman city was frozen in time by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. The streets, houses, and even the people are eerily well preserved. Here's what you should focus on in your 2-hour self-guided tour. The Forum, the political and commercial heart of the city, the plaster casts, preserved imprints of Pompeii's last moments, the amphitheater, one of the world's oldest surviving Roman arenas, the Villa of the Mysteries, with some of the most stunning frescoes in all of Italy. Even though you could easily spend a full day here, 2 hours gives us enough time to see the highlights and still have an amazing afternoon along the Amalfi Coast. 9:45 a.m. Transfer to Salerno for a scenic ferry ride. Instead of wasting time driving back to Naples, we're heading south to Salerno, a much faster and more scenic option. The ride from Pompeii to Salerno takes about 45 minutes, but along the way, we'll get a glimpse of the coastline, lemon groves, and small Italian villages. Why Salerno? Because this is where the best ferry routes to the Amalfi Coast start. No winding cliffside roads, no traffic, just a smooth, scenic boat ride straight to Amalfi town. 10:30 a.m. Ferry ride to Amalfi now. This is where the magic happens. Instead of sitting in a car, we're cruising along the Tyrrhenian Sea with unreal views of the Amalfi Coast. The ferry from Salerno to Amalfi takes just under an hour, and it's the best way to see the coastline. No tour bus can compete with these panoramic views. We'll grab a seat on the top deck, breathe in the fresh sea air, and watch as the colorful villages of the Amalfi Coast come into view. 11:20 a.m. Exploring Amalfi town. Stepping off the ferry, we're in the heart of Amalfi town. It's a small, walkable village, and you can see the highlights in just over an hour. Amalfi Cathedral is a stunning mix of Moorish and Baroque architecture. It's a must-see when you visit the town. Piazza del Duomo is the perfect spot for a quick espresso. Also check out local limoncello shops. The lemon groves here make some of the best limoncello in Italy. If you have extra time, a short taxi ride or a 15-minute walk can take you up to Ravello, a hidden gem with even better views of the coastline. 12:30 p.m. Lunch overlooking the sea. By now you'll want some lunch, and there's no better place for lunch than Ristorante Marina Grande. Seafood pasta, fresh mozzarella, and of course, a limoncello spritz. You can sit right by the water, soaking in the Amalfi vibes while enjoying a slow Italian meal. 2 p.m. Ferry to Positano now. It's time for the most famous town on the Amalfi Coast, Positano. The ferry from Amalfi to Positano takes just 25 minutes, and this stretch of coastline is straight out of a postcard. When you arrive, you can explore the colorful cliffside streets lined with boutique shops. This is our last stop before heading back to Naples, and it's a perfect way to end the day. 3:30 p.m. Ferry back to Naples. As much as we'd love to stay longer, it's time to start the journey back. The ferry from Positano to Naples departs around 3:30 to 4 p.m. Travel time is about 1 hour and 15 minutes. This final boat ride is an experience in itself. You'll pass Sorrento, the Bay of Naples, and Mount Vesuvius. 5:30 p.m. Last stop in Naples for pizza. If there's one thing we can't leave Naples without, it's pizza. If there's a line, we'll grab a takeaway and enjoy it on our way back to the port. And that's how you maximize your time in Naples, Pompeii, and the Amalfi Coast, all without wasting hours in a car. This video is part of my 4-part Mediterranean cruise series. So if you're planning a cruise, don't miss my other port guides for Santorini, Mykonos, and Ephesus.